Welcome to the Nomiki show. I am Nomiki Konst. I am filming now from home. Last week was our last in-studio shoot. We're a weekly show, as you know, and we had to shut down the studio, as so many others have, because of the COVID-19 virus that has taken over our planet. Thousands of people have tragically died. We've seen our infrastructure in our own country challenged in ways that it hasn't since the Great Depression, and we are now expected to have worse unemployment than the Great Depression. Except in today's world, this globalized economy that we have, the United States economy reliant on free trade and reliant on a supply chain system that was not equipped for something like this. We have a workforce that has been forced to stay home to contain a virus, a pandemic, and as a result, our economy is being challenged in ways it's never seen before. In 1 week, people have been forced across this country to stay home. Right now, in New York City and in California, and soon to be Illinois, everyone's under lockdown. Food supply is being challenged. Toilet paper supply, as we know, is basically non-existent. And then manufacturing to keep up with the demand of just 330 million Americans, we don't know if we're going to be able to provide that. These are challenges that even the most equipped governments could not ever expect. And so before we start our show and talk a little bit about what we're bound to face, I just want to thank you all. I mean, we are not even 2 months old yet. And I have to thank you because the money that you've been able to dig into your pockets and give to our show is really, it's beyond an investment at this point. I think we know the importance of independent media. We know the importance of having progressive voices. And now, as folks are home watching more shows on the internet, as they're watching more cable news as well, information is really what's going to get us through it. Information is the difference between someone knowing how to wash their hands and prevent the spread of this pandemic and not. Information is knowing whether or not you should leave the house. Information is knowing how long this virus stays in your system before it shows signs before you even show signs. Information is really the key to saving humanity at this point. And that's not rhetoric. That's what we're dealing with. So I'm so grateful because I wouldn't be able to film right here from my grandparents' house in Arizona if you guys had not invested in our show and subscribed to the show. And before we get to our first guest, I want to give you a little bit of an update. YouTube has monetized us. We're going to be starting a new process on this show. What that means is we will be filming live streams 2 times a week. So every Tuesday, I'm going to be doing commentary and directly on the live stream to you. And on Thursdays, we will be using the live stream to work with Superchat. So for those of you who are used to Superchat, I will be learning from you, but I will be there to answer questions and talk about the things that you want to talk about. There's a lot of information coming at us right now, and I'm going to do my best to really separate the noise and the false information and provide you with the facts that you need so that you can stay safe and healthy and be prepared for what is likely to be a Great Depression. With that being said, I understand many of us are going to be hit financially. And if you cannot afford to stay as a patron, please email me at thenomikishow@gmail.com. I don't want any costs to prohibit content from getting out there, and I will figure out a way of getting you this content. There is special content that is going to be released more and more on Patreon. And for those of you who can't afford more, thank you. We are building a studio here. It's a small studio, but it's something that's going to give me the ability to produce more content, to do more interviews, to keep you up to date so you know what to expect. And I think that's my service, the least I can do right now.